Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm Vintage Spice here on YouTube, and I wanted to make a video about something I see often in Facebook reselling groups. And I feel like I see a lot of people who are starting out on eBay and have chronic illnesses and are wondering if eBay is the right decision for them or if they'll be able to succeed in their business. And I really wanted to make a video about this because I have a chronic illness. I have fibromyalgia, and it's basically a pain disorder that is also linked to things like depression and anxiety. And I wanted to discuss how fibromyalgia affects my eBay business and why this really works for me, being a full-time reseller. And I wanted to first say that I'm not a doctor. This is just what works for me. But other things might work for people who struggle with different chronic illnesses, or even people with fibromyalgia who just have different kinds of flare-ups than me. But this is just what works for me. So fibromyalgia has always made it hard for me to work a job that I go into physically. Like a 9-to-5 office job is really, really hard for me. And I've been diagnosed for about 10 years now. And one of the biggest struggles is that I don't know when I'll have flare-ups. Like, it could come on any second of the day, any day of the week. And so it's hard to call out of work the day of saying like, oh, I am having a flare-up right now, which is understandable because that makes me an unreliable worker. But finding eBay and selling online full-time was really a game changer for me. But I did have to adjust the way my business looked over time. For example, last year and the year before that, I sold on Depop only full-time. And the reason that wasn't really working for me anymore was because I was modeling 7 to 8 sweaters a day, taking pictures, and for my chronic pain, that was really hard. Like, bending over, getting the sweaters on and off my body, like bending down for the measurements, everything like that, I guess wasn't really working for me. So I incorporated eBay, and I ended up liking eBay so much that I decided to make that my main platform and kind of scale back on Depop. But it's also helped me because I totally believe you should not have all your eggs in one basket. For example, one platform could be having glitches and issues, but if you're on more than one platform, then you could be making up that money on the other platform. So basically, when I was trying to figure out how this would work full-time for me, I had to let go of any preconceived notions I had about what a workday should look like. And I had to ask myself what an ideal day looks for me. And I feel like there's this thing where people might be seen as better if they go to sleep earlier and wake up earlier, even though they might be getting the same amount of sleep as someone who goes to bed later and wakes up later. So I had to get rid of those ideas in my head and just figure out no judgment, what the best kind of day or work day looks for me. And for me personally, I have found that taking 3 to 4 hour naps throughout the day works a lot better for me than sleeping one full night to sleep. I don't really know why that is, but I seem to function the best that way. So, for example, right now it is 7:30 in the morning and I haven't gone to sleep yet for the night. I took a nap like a few hours ago, but I have not gone to sleep for the night because that's just not how it works best for me. And of course I can't do this all the time. There are doctor's appointments, there are things that I have to attend to during regular people hours, so I can't always work my sleep schedule like this. But this works the best for me because I list the best kind of like in the middle of the night. Like, I'll list from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., take a nap, and then work again after I wake up, pack up my packages, take a nap again, etc. And this is really why finding eBay and e-commerce in general was a game changer for me, because it allows me to work around my flare-ups. And like, if I am having a bad day or my pain is really bad, I can take a rest for that day. I even can go a day without listing anything, and then I can make up for it in the next 2 days. And that's a reason why self-discipline is really important with selling on eBay, even especially with a chronic illness. Self-discipline is really how I've been able to be successful, even though I have fibromyalgia. And it works for me because I think listing is really fun. Of course, sourcing is the treasure hunt is the best part of it, but it works for me because I think listing is fun and I can motivate myself to list pretty easily. And I know there are a lot of people starting out on eBay with chronic illnesses just like me and wondering if this could work for them, and it definitely can, but discipline is a really big part of it for sure. But I love how eBay has let me kind of think outside the box regarding what a workday is supposed to look like, and just kind of think about my day without judgment, without thinking like, oh, I should go to bed at this time, I should wake up at this time in order to be a successful human. But I was able to work my schedule into being the perfect fit for me and the way that my flare-ups happen. If this video resonates with anyone, please leave me a comment. It's amazing to hear from other people with chronic illnesses and how they work their eBay business and how it has allowed them to flourish even despite their flare-ups. And the freedom of being able to work for myself has been such an amazing thing. I also wanted to say that I'm super new to YouTube and I'm trying out different recording applications and streaming platforms, so if this video is a little bit jumpy everywhere, it's probably because I'm horrible at editing and I'm trying to figure that out, and I'm kind of clueless right now. I meant for this video to be way longer, but I kind of ran out of things to say. But again, if you could leave me a comment if this is something that resonated with you, or even if you just found what I said interesting, that'd be amazing. And if you could leave a like and subscribe, that would be really helpful too. But thank you for watching.